Today's full moon brings with it an energetic shift where the energies are easing up. Now, the energies of this year may have been a little challenging for you up until this point because we are in a completely new energy period, especially since we have moved into the Age of Aquarius. Now, the energies are different, so you may have felt a little squeezed, a little triggered throughout this month and maybe even since the beginning of the year. But now with this full moon today, there is an energetic shift that is happening, an energetic easing up that can be felt. It is now also easier to really embody the energy of 2024 because 2024 is all about living a soul-embodied life. It has more so a feminine touch to the energy than what we have been used to with the masculine energy up until this point. So you may have felt a little triggered by this energy, but this full moon really brings that ease, brings that easing up of that tense energy, making it easier to really align yourself to this energy. And in this video, I want to share with you a powerful light language activation to really help you with this full moon energy, helping you release what no longer serves you, really letting go of all the stuff that you no longer need, that maybe you have carried with you from the previous year that you're now ready to let go of, and also to bring you some ease to your energetic nervous system because all these energetic shifts may have activated your energetic nervous system where you may have felt squeezed and stretched and uncomfortable, and your essential nervous system may have been activated by all these energetic shifts, especially since we moved into the sign of Aquarius last month. So there may have been some essential nervous system activation that you have experienced. So with this activation that I want to share with you in this video, it's going to assist you in really calming down your essential nervous system so you can, with more ease, really embody the energy of this year. Now also, at the end of the activation, after the activation, I also want to share with you a card from the Power of Surrender Oracle card deck to give you some insights into what can you surrender now with this full moon energy to really let that go. And if you want to get some insights into what to expect with today's full moon, then definitely check out my full moon forecast. The link is in the description below, where I share with you the 5 key things that you should know about today's full moon so you can really work the energy in your favor. But without further ado, let's move into this beautiful light language activation. If you can please put both feet on the ground, get grounded, get centered, get present, just tune into your heart. Take a deep breath and breathe in light and love. And when you breathe out, just drop into your heart and then close your eyes. Really open yourself up to this beautiful activation because it is going to assist you. It is to your highest and greatest good. Now you may call up on your soul, your team of guides, your higher self if you so wish, as I now too call up on the highest, best, most loving angelic guides, galactic guides, dragon guides, and light beings that can best support us now in this full moon activation, helping us bring in the essence, the core energies of this full moon, really assisting us in releasing and letting go of what no longer serves us so you can more easily tap into and expand into this year's energy, really embodying all of who we are. Please step forward, connect with us, surround us with your beautiful energy. And please assist us in releasing any tension, any interferences, any energetic disconnects from our field, from our energetic nervous system. Please cleanse and clear our 4 bodies, our mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional body, of any imprints, any anchors, distortions, and imprints that are no longer to our highest and greatest good and are no longer serving us. And please calm our energetic nervous system of any activation, frantic energies that may have been caused by outer interferences and also our inner expansion that was set on from this year, this change of frequency, the change into the Age of Aquarius. And please help us expand into and align to the energy of 2024, the new earth, the Age of Aquarius. And please help us embrace the new frequencies as they see us uplift and align to a higher timeline that we're now ready to align to. And please also download the new codexes of awakening, of ascension, of higher frequency into our mind, body, and soul and consciousness, uplifting us, aligning us, and activating us to this higher timeline. And so it is. Nuka achtere el are wa ra wan ere estere elura nara alera rehekush tere en arachtara alle enu nere el arachatene kete wach nere etkutu nara alerwa ate. Nara al elwar kata anne kete lur astere e lere elur ar a hikur kata anne kete ella a iwa kete e nukurastar al ar a inuru urukata aiku urachtara nal al elwar irwa are uane esturu urachtere ella ach. Beloved soul, you may tune into your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, to become aware of any interferences, any past experiences, anything that may have been stuck in your field, in any of your 4 bodies that is now ready to be released. Simply become aware, open yourself up, and allow yourself to release that what no longer serves you. Let it dissolve into nothingness where it came from. Let it transmute into love and light. Ki kai kura nakate kuturakte inakate lakate el kutukura. Na ast ere el ara achit kuta anekte enai ku ura hatere el ara are ewatere el ara a. Nara astere el ara a ituru. Nara ale elwakate enakate elakate enukutu nest ar a itura at era al elwa al ale elwakate enekate kutuna nast era ahre na are elwakate enakate ele eturu ura ahate nere el ara a utara ala are ewa ate nast era el ara a hiku ura ahta anna eturu nara ale elwakate enekate enuraste kete enekate. Now also tune into your field, your energetic nervous system, that field around you. Just check in with that field to see, how does it feel? Does it feel very active, very activated, very disruptive, or does it feel very calm, easy flowing? That is the state we wish for you to be in at all times, that calm, relaxed state of being. If your nervous system has been activated from any outer interferences or from your inner growth, from internal interferences, allow yourself to tune into your energetic field, your energetic nervous system, and allow yourself to become aware of any of such interferences, and then also make that conscious choice to let it dissolve into nothingness where it came from. Let it transmute into love and light. Ki naras tere ella rahare ruach nere ella ara ain nare iwa nere ella ara airu ara ahin ara alera a lere ella karakate enakete eku kara na ate nastera ale ruach tere ella nere nara ale ruakte enekite elura ai tera. See your energetic nervous system calming down, being that gentle stream, that clear gentle stream. Kina katai kurachnara alera aiwane, nukurachnera ale erwachtere ena, nukurukatai kurana kate enekite lukraka ai, na astere elura alere elura achate. Now I wish to invite you to open yourself up to tuning into this full moon energy. Connect with the full moon, the essence of the full moon. Allow yourself to receive the download of this new upgraded codex, helping you align yourself more to this energy of this year, the Age of Aquarius, this new earth template. Opening yourself up to receiving that mental upgrade, that emotional upgrade, that spiritual upgrade, that conscious upgrade, that ascension upgrade. Open yourself up to receive these downloads. Connect to the full moon, setting that intention that yes, I'm ready to receive this upgrade. And open yourself up. Ki karanara rewa nara alerwa alerwa anere elwachtere ena nastere ella ara ahira. Nara ala ara ahi, nara ala haner wakate nakataye kura nakate elakite kustere el ara ahi kara ahane nukuru ku urana ara arerwa ala ara aina nara astere el ara ahika ikur nakatelan ai. Nara ale nere ustera al ara haituru nere el ara ketelu krakatai ku urana a. Nukurastere ere wakatene kara achnere elora nustere el ara ahi. Now we also wish to download within your consciousness the codex, the blueprint for your soul's higher timeline. Allow yourself to receive this download, this upgrade, this transmission at this time, as we wish to bestow upon you that blueprint for you, for your life, for your soul's higher time. And allow yourself to connect to that. Open yourself up to that. Nere ura al erwa ai kurana kate ina astere el ara nara ale ruachtere ele kite ina kite e no stura ar aha no stura ar hera nara ale rwa anere elura ara irwa ara iware kite ina kite nast ruachte nur ast era nara are ura ara irwakte ina. We now wish to activate these downloads, these blueprints within your being, within your consciousness at this time, activating it for you to easily tap into, to become aware of your path moving forward, the actions you may choose to take that are to your highest and greatest good, that will see you and your life and your path evolve, up level, expand, because that is what is to your highest and greatest good at this time. You have come here at this time for a very important reason, and this codex, this download, this blueprint is now being activated within you, so you can easily become aware of what next steps to take that will be in most alignment to your soul's highest timeline, your soul's highest path for this time in this new age, this new earth template, the Age of Aquarius, and moving forward. Open yourself up. Allow yourself to receive images, visions, guidance, insights at this time with the next step for you. Nara alle era hanere ele wakate ele kutura nakatena ne nuku ut an eta. Now we also wish to expand your energetic nervous system so you can more easily open yourself up to that more evolved path ahead of you. Allow yourself to tune into your field once again, and allow yourself to spread it out further, expand it out further, making it bigger and brighter. The more you expand your energetic field, the more you open yourself up to evolving on your path, allowing in more and greater opportunities instead of being very constricted, because that is what limits you from receiving that what is to your highest and greatest good. So for this time, we wish to invite you to expand your energetic field, your energetic nervous system. Allow to spread out further and further and further, opening yourself up to a more evolved, more expansive way of being and going about life, and opening yourself up to more expansive opportunities, more evolved opportunities for you to show up in this world, to make that mark in the world, to live your soul's highest path and highest timeline, doing what your soul has come here to do in a more evolved and expansive way as it is to your highest and greatest good. Tere lura nara alera ai nus tere enach tere elura nara haiwa ne ust al ar achin ar achta nuk uranai ki nukai ku urana ai iruale narastarai kurukta aneta nere el ai ki. Push past any limitations, any constricted feeling. Push past that. Breathe through this discomfort and push further out. Push through any blockages, any discomfort. Send light and love to these interferences, letting it dissolve so you can expand yourself more, expand your energetic field more. We also now wish to fill your energetic field with high frequency loving light so you can shine more brightly, so you can feel more supported, connected as you expand yourself moving forward. Kinakai unastara alara ariwanere lere elwachte nast erwachte enuka a ikurana ale era ela lara ai nurachtere elana ale erwanere elwane ere etara nara are erwachtere enukrachate waka nara are erwachtere enachatere elwakte ena nurastara ale era ahitara alaha nara alere ele en ara ale en uraate nar ast ere el ara ahikur anaa nukurana ale ere ele e nurukurukuna atere ele ene ele e Nara al irwakate. Now ground this energy into the here and now. These upgrades that we have just given to you, made available to you. Ground this into the here and now. Ground yourself into the here and now. So you have that steadfast footing in the here and now. Still being expansive and expanded, but standing tall, standing steadfast in who you are, in the here and now, in the being that you are. Kirara irwanere elara ahi kurana katai kurana kate nurastere elara ainara alekatu urana nara alera aiwane ewa ainuru kutuna ate nukurana kata ainara ale ele lere elwane erwachte eneheta. This transmission is now complete. You have received this full moon upgrade, the releasing of what has been, the ascension nervous system deactivation to calm down your ascension nervous system. And we also have assisted you in expanding yourself. Stay in this expanded, grounded, present state of being as much as you can, because when you're expanded, you're open to the guidance, the opportunities, the infinite possibilities. And being grounded in the present here and now will allow you then to bring it into the physical, taking the steps, taking the actions that are necessary to bring through the guidance that you have received in order to then create in the physical the more expanded, evolved way of going about life. The actions that are necessary for you to create the life that your soul has come here to live. Do the work that your soul has come here to do. Blessed be, beloved. Blessed be. Now you may take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love, and let it settle for a moment. And when you're ready, you may come back into here and now and open up your eyes again and join me for the rest of the video. Now that was quite the expansive activation, and I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope it helped you feel more expanded, but also calm down. Like, one of the things that really became very clear to me now over these last couple of weeks was that we really need to bring the balance between the spiritual and the physical, meaning being expanded, being connected, being totally plugged in, but then also taking the physical actions as well, because it's one thing when you're always just tuning in and meditating and journaling and all of those different things and being very much connected to the higher realms, but then you're very disconnected to the physical. You're not actually taking the actions on the guidance that you're receiving. And it's the same thing the other way around. If you're always just doing and constantly in the physical, connected deeply in the physical, but then you're not really taking that time and making that space to really connect and be more expansive, then you're missing out on receiving the guidance. So this year, moving forward, now that we are in the Age of Aquarius, it is so very important that we're really bringing balance to both the spiritual and the physical, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, really bringing balance in taking actions and tuning in. So there has to be that balance there. And it's not just that one day you're just tuning in and next day you're taking action. No, it's happening all at the same time, where one moment you're connecting, you're tuning in, you're receiving the guidance, and in the next moment you're actually taking the action while you're still connected. So it's like really you're connected, you're bringing that balance, that equilibrium to both sides. And there's also a light language activation I want to mention to you. It's to bring that balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's really bringing that balance between the both. Basically what I'm talking about right now, that will then help you moving forward to really be in balance, to create that balance between both sides, the physical and the spiritual, which is absolutely crucial now moving forward. That is really one thing that has become very clear to me, that so far, up until this point, the years before, it was either or. We were either more spiritual or more in the physical. But now moving forward, it has to merge. That is really what I'm being nudged to really share with you, to really bring that point home for you to understand how important it is. So here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this activation. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Maybe share it with someone that you can think of that would benefit from hearing this. And also maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, how did you feel about this activation? What was your experience? I would love to know. But now the way you can make the most out of this activation is, for one, let it settle. Give it a little bit time. I'm getting 3 to 7 hours to let the activation settle. Now, you may want to actually tune in to today's full moon, really tuning in and connecting to the energy. Now, if you're watching this video after the full moon, you still have the opportunity to tune in. And yes, you can also listen to this activation even way after this full moon, because it's about the energies of expanding yourself and receiving that energetic upgrade, and also calming down your energetic nervous system. But you may want to take some time out today to really tune into the full moon energy. You can listen to this activation again if you so choose. Listen to your intuition, what feels right to you. But then maybe journal about what else do you want to release, what else do you want to let go of. And I'm about to also then share with you the card of what to surrender with today's full moon as well, so you can get some information about that as well. But let it settle, and then tune into this energy, and then also tune into your energetic field. Really expand your field. Whenever you're feeling constricted, especially as you're going about your life, as you're going about the insights that you're receiving, you're feeling quite constricted, you may then want to really tune into your field and really expand it out. Breathe through any of those restricted feelings that you're having, because you want to be expanded and then expansive in your field in order to really align yourself to the infinite possibilities that are truly available for you, with this full moon, with, the energies of 2024. But now let me share with you the card. So here, this is the Power of Surrender card deck. I just want to draw one card to see what can we surrender. So if you want to maybe tune in with me here and just open yourself up to see, what do we need to surrender? What is to our highest and greatest good to surrender, to hand over to this full moon energy? There you go. This one jumped out. So the card that I pulled was Surrender to Effortlessness. Now, this is so beautiful because, like I mentioned earlier, if we're always just constantly doing, that's when we're pushing. That's when we're trying to make things happen. That's when we're missing the part of really being deeply connected, being expansive, tuning in. So here, let me just read this to you, what's on the card here. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. This is so wonderful. So here, it's important that each and every day you tune in, you connect, you stay in that deeply connected state where you can receive guidance, where you can receive the nudges, where you can hear your soul's guidance as well, or the guidance of your higher self or your team of guides. But at the same time, then taking those soul-inspired actions, those soul-inspired steps. That's what I mentioned earlier about bringing balance to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's not just about constantly doing and trying to make things happen and trying to, force things into existence or worrying about things or whatnot. But it's really about being in that state of surrender. And here, that's why it's like surrender to the effortlessness, because you can go about things in a hard way, or you can go about things in more of an effortless way. Because when you're deeply connected and you're tuning in, like, okay, what do I feel called to do today? And you're receiving the insights, and then that's what creates that flow. And if you're not quite sure, how to go about things or how to resolve a certain circumstance or challenge that you're experiencing, then here too, take a step back and then tune in. Connect with whatever challenge situation you would like to receive guidance on, and just stay connected, tune in. Okay, what can I do about this? What is important for me to know about this? How can I go about this in a more aligned or higher way? What is the higher solution here? And then you receive the guidance, and you want to trust the guidance, and you want to go about it in that more effortless way. That's really what is at offer here. Is the more you can connect the more you can stay connected, that's when you then receive the guidance, the insights, and that's when you then in flow. Whenever you're noticing that you're feeling squeezed and pushed and it feels quite hard, like you're kind of trying to walk up the hill with a big heavy backpack on your back and you're just like, oh, this is so hard. That is not effortless, right? That is very hard. So when you're experiencing that kind of energy, is okay, take a step back. Look at it from a detached kind of point of view and then really let go of whatever you're experiencing. Surrender it and open yourself up to a easier, more aligned way. That is really what does it offer. So here, surrender to effortlessness. How can you bring more ease, more flow into your life? That is really the question you may want to journal about. How can you bring more ease and joy and flow into your life? How can you let things be easier? How can you let things flow with more ease? And then also consider, where are you having a very tight grip on things? Where are you too attached to certain outcomes? Wherever you are very attached to outcome, surrender that. Let that go. Open yourself up to a higher solution. Okay, so that's the card for today's full moon. Surrender to effortlessness and really allow yourself to make the most out of this. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed the activation and the guidance as well. Like I said, be sure to check out this video here. That's the forecast for today for the full moon. And I hope you have a wonderful full moon day. Make the most out of the energies. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.